If you're new to playing 7-string guitar, or if you're on the fence, well, I'd say hop on over that fence and get a 7-string guitar. I'm going to share some things in this video that will save you some time and a lot of frustration. So quick backstory. Back in 2016, I was at a guitar clinic in Tampa, Florida, and Chris Broderick was hosting that clinic. I got to meet Chris, very cool dude by the way, but after the clinic was over, I decided let me go back here and pick up a 7-string. I'd never really played one before and just let me see how this sounds. So I picked up, I think it was one of his Jackson signature guitars, 7-string, and I plugged it into whatever amp, and I just started playing, or attempting to play. My wife was sitting next to me. She was looking at me like, did you just learn how to play guitar? Like, what's going on here? She knew something was wrong, and I'm like, this extra string is just getting in the way. Well, about a year or so later, I ended up getting my first 7-string guitar, and I'm going to share 3 things that really helped me get over that hump, and I think these things will save you, once again, a lot of time and a lot of frustration as well. This is going to sound a bit ridiculous, but the very first tip I have for you is spend some time with your 7-string guitar pretending that this extra string does not exist. I know we bought this thing to chug away on it, and maybe you do that for a little bit. Get that out of your system because you're going to have plenty of time to chug away later, but I recommend doing this first. Take one riff that you normally play on your 6-string guitar. Maybe it's a cool riff that you wrote. Play that riff on your 7-string guitar pretending that this first string does not exist. So just visualize your strings. You start here, not here. This is your guitar. This doesn't exist, just for a little bit. So pick a riff. I'll just pick a simple riff here. Actually, that's the riff to the song Overcometh off my album Overcometh. So you can pick any riff that you would normally play on your 6-string guitar. Play that on your 7-string guitar. Once you get that down, and trust me, you might find that that's a little difficult to play at first. You're like, well, wait a minute, this string is in the way. That's how I was. But play that riff, or play any riff, and then maybe pick another riff or two. So if I extend that riff here. Get really comfortable playing a few riffs that you would normally play on your 6-string guitar on your 7-string as if that extra string didn't exist. This next tip is something you might not have thought about right away, but it's going to help piece everything together. First of all, we're in standard tuning. I'm in B standard tuning, which is the same thing as E standard essentially. So that 7th string here is tuned to a B. So when you think about this for a second, think about that B power chord. If you didn't have this extra string here, where would you normally play that power chord at? Well, you'd play it on the A and D strings. So you know that that first open note chord, that B power chord, so now what I want you to do is just figure out those next few notes. Well, what's your next chord after that if we don't skip a fret? Well, if we played that minus this 7th string here, so what did we just do? We went from B to C. So now you know those first 2 power chords on that 7th string, of course in B standard tuning, well that's a B power chord and a C power chord. So now we know if we skip a fret, we'll go to the D power chord, just like if we were to play it as if this string didn't exist. And we know if we skip one more fret here, again, we started out with the open 7th string, the open B string, played the power chord, right? That's a B power chord. That next power chord is what? Is a C. We skipped a fret and went to the D power chord. If we skip another fret, we know that's the E power chord. So you can continue to piece all those together and come up with some really cool things. Now, real quick, I'll take you back to the very first riff that I played when we said, let's pretend this 7th string doesn't exist. I played an E power chord followed by a version of the C and the D power chord. What if instead I use the lower octave of those two power chords using our 7th string? And now you know those notes on that 7th string, so you can come up with all kind of cool stuff and piece some stuff together. You probably already have some riffs running through your head right now, so I do encourage you to spend some time just on that concept alone. Now, before we go to this third and final tip, I want to let you know real quick, I just included a course called 7-String Guitar Apprentice in the Stallworth Guitar Academy. So if you're a member of my Guitar Academy, you have access to that course. I break down the fundamentals of the 7-string, go into much deeper, kind of the stuff we went into in this video here, but at a deeper level, of course. And then you've got a lot of really cool 7-string riffs to learn in that course as well. So yeah, if you're a member of my Guitar Academy, you have access to that. If you're not a member, there's a link in the description if you want to learn more about that, see if that's for you. All right, so the third and final tip is kind of piggybacking off what we've gone over so far, but we're going to take it a step further. What I want you to think about here, as much as you want to chug away on this thing, and I encourage you to do that, it's probably why you got the guitar. Look, play those low notes. Don't forget that you have all these other notes that you can play on your 7-string guitar. This extra string is just an extension to what you already have. And I know that sounds obvious. Yeah, Jason, a 7-string guitar, duh. But here's the thing. A lot of times we get so hung up on those low notes. And look, I'm not against that. If that's what you're writing, and if that's the style that you're into, I want you to embrace that. But again, remember, you've got other notes across the fretboard that you can tie into this new 7th string here. This is an extension to what you already have. So I do encourage you to bounce around a little bit. One cool thing to do is kind of what we did earlier when we played a riff as if the 7th string didn't exist. We'll play something totally different this time. I mean, we just played whatever power chords, right? As if the 7th string didn't exist, but then we went to that 7th string. We went to that B power chord. I'm just making up stuff, by the way, as we go, as I usually do. But we just went to that heavy chord, and that just made everything just come to life, in my opinion anyway. I'm like, that was really cool. Okay, I want to do some more of that, play around with some chords up here, and then just chug away on those heavy notes. When you can blend this stuff together, I think it might have a little bit more of an impact as opposed to just using low notes all the time. I'm going to play a lot of low notes on this thing. Trust me, you're going to hear a lot of cool stuff coming out on this channel here, and of course in my writing as well. I actually got this guitar primarily for a special project that I've been wanting to work on for quite some time now, and it's going to be dark and heavy, and it's going to have a lot of low notes, but I'm going to also remember that I have all these other frets and strings and notes to work with as well. At least I'm going to try to anyway. But my point is, remember, you have all these notes to work with. Which ones you choose, that's totally up to you. Hey, I'm going to support you either way, whatever road you travel down. So I just want you to play what you want to play. But again, that 7th string is just a really cool extension to what you already have and what you've already been working with as you've been playing guitar this entire time, whether you're new or you've been playing for years, this is now like opens up a new world to you. Now, I mentioned my new learning resource called 7-String Apprentice. That is out there in my academy right now. It takes you through the foundation, just building like really a rock solid, or I should say metal solid foundation on your 7-string guitar. And then of course you start applying that to some real riffs. So if you're a member of my Guitar Academy, you have access to that. If you're not a member, again, I've got a link in the description. Check it out, see if it's for you. And let me know what tip helped you the most. Was it where we said we're gonna just forget that the 7th string is there, we're gonna ignore that 7th string, pretend it's not there, and play it like a 6th string for a little while? Did that help you the most? Was it where we went over the notes of that B string? Again, we're in B standard tuning here, where we called out the notes and how they correlate with the notes that you're already used to playing. Did that help you the most? Or was it when we talked about just really branching out and incorporating more notes, not just the low notes, but adding some other strings and some other notes and kind of going back and forth on that? So which one of those helped you the most? I'd love to know that in the comments. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and got something out of it. As always, keep it metal and keep playing music.